have ever heard of Monsanto? Two? Okay. According to statistics, 90% of the corn, canola, and cotton are genetically modified, meaning they're genetically engineered and not naturally grown. Today I'm going to be talking about Monsanto, which is a company based in Missouri that grows genetically modified food. So like the everyday ingredients such as corn, canola, cotton, and soybean are not naturally grown. Their goal is to produce more and conserve less, which is like to make more food at a least amount of time and conserve land and such. As members of the society, we deserve to know that we should be aware of what we eat and where our food comes from and how it is made, because it could affect our health in either a positive or a bad way. Learning about Monsanto will give us a better understanding of what genetically modified seeds are and how it can affect our health and the environment. And first, I'm going to talk about the history of Monsanto, and then I'm going to talk about what they do now and what they did in the past and what they do now. So first, to get a better understanding of Monsanto, I'm going to talk about the history and who they are. Monsanto is the first producer of genetically modified seeds, and Roundup, which is a weed killer that contains glyphosate, which can be toxic to animals and humans. And the Monsanto we know today does not produce the same thing that it did in the past. In the past, it just produced herbicide. Okay. In 1901, John F. Queen was the one that founded Monsanto, and the jury said him, and I thought he looks like him. In 1920, Monsanto was the largest producer of aspirin, which is what we know as a painkiller and a chronic. It's supposed to help with fevers and stuff as well. It's a really strong painkiller. In 1982, they developed the very first genetically modified plant cell. So it's like the first plant that will use science to develop plants and stuff. In 1996, they created Roundup Ready seeds for corn, soybean, cotton, canola. And what Roundup Ready seeds are is that they're planted and they are herbicide and pesticide resistant. So you can spray anything on them and they will not die. So like the seeds are scientific. Science is used to make the seeds. And Tim Barker, according to Tim Barker in the 2014 article, he said that Monsanto has caused controversy for others. So everyone has like their beliefs on it and whether it's right or wrong. Monsanto uses biotechnology, which is science. With all the technology they have, they're using science to create seeds by putting DNA into the seeds to duplicate them. So it's not natural. And just like Dolly the sheep, they use science to make a clone. So they do the same thing for seeds. With the baby boom, in this generation, more food is demanded on the shelves in stores, so they had to find a way to produce food at a faster rate in a faster time as well. Okay, after going to the history of Monsanto and who they are, I'm going to discuss what they did in the past and what they do now. Monsanto focuses on scientific and innovative ways to produce seeds in a fast pace. And in 1976, herbicide was the only product produced, and they did not produce Roundup Ready seeds or anything. Herbicide was just to make plants. It was sprayed on the crop, but the weed around the crop would die, but not the crop itself. Monsanto focuses on the scientific and innovative ways to create stuff at a faster pace to produce more. Monsanto is not the only company out there that does this type of stuff. There's 4 other companies such as Acceleron, Seed Treatment Program, Corn State, Generating Trees, and Field Scripts, and they all do produce the same type of chemicals for plants, and they create seeds as well. According to Christina Bravo in a 2014 article published in Take Part, they also created saccharin, which is a substitute for sugar, and they used it in Coca-Cola drinks. So back then, Coca-Cola drinks did not contain real sugar, and it was fake sugar. And if they banned it, they eventually banned it, but it's only used for, it's now only used for medical reasons. In 2013, the Monsanto Protection Act was passed by Obama, and it's also known as a Farmer's User End Agreement. So if a farmer is to buy a seed off of Monsanto, they will have to sign a contract saying that they cannot replant the seed or reuse it, or else they'll be filing a lawsuit against them. According to Monsanto's website, they have their own website. You could go and do research about them. And their goal is to produce more with their land while conserving natural resources such as water and energy. After that being said, how are you supposed to plant something without using water, right? So then they use biotechnology, which is bringing science into this, and do cloning seeds, so then it's easier to plant. Okay, once a crop is harvested, once a Roundup Ready crop is harvested, there's still chemicals and stuff on them. Now that I have explained what Monsanto is and what they do, I'll go over the main point, which is how they make genetically engineered seeds and stuff. And after all of these years, after using genetically modified food, since last week, Chipotle is the first fast food restaurant that does not use it.